Namaste. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Shail Gulhati, Shiva and Mysticism for another episode of Monday with Mahadev. Last time, it was Shivratri week, and I spoke to you about a management practice called SWOT analysis. In a SWOT analysis, we see our strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. We deliberate on them, and then we take informed decisions on how to move forward. While this is true for business enterprise, I said that this can be true for us in our own life, and also at a cosmic level, it is true for Mahadev. Today, in continuation, I'm going to speak to you about another very well known management thing, which is called a balance sheet. As you all know, all managements, all businesses, all enterprises at the end of the year make what is called an account statement, the balance sheet. And they have the liabilities on one side, the assets on one side, the profits on one side, the losses on one side, and then they balance the whole thing. Now, years ago, when I was myself a student of commerce, there was a term in the books about balance sheet which really struck me, and that was called intangible assets. Over the years, the balance sheets which we see often do not talk about intangible assets. Intangible assets, as the term suggests, are something which are not about hard cash and hard revenue, but something more like a goodwill or a philanthropy that the management has done and which has earned it a great reputation. Now, taking the cue from that word which is almost being forgotten, intangible assets, I would like to give you a little twist, a little idea about the balance sheet of life. Let's say we make a list of the things which we really want, like love, like kindness, like compassion, like harmony, and like God. We all talk about this, and we all say that this is the ideal that should be in life. This is the utopia that we are all looking for. This is the heaven on earth that we should strive for. On the other hand, let's make a list of what society wants us to have and what we want to have in order to show society that we have it. We come to money, power, glamour, page 3 parties, all the things which are associated with a lot of visibility. I have money, but I need to buy a new car to be able to show it to my neighbor so that he knows I have money. I have glamour, but I need to be photographed and put in a fashion magazine so that people know that I'm glamorous. I'm powerful, but I need to have some TV interviews or lead interviews so that people know how powerful I am, and so on. Now, what I want to suggest is that if we were to make a balance sheet of the things which we want in a utopian world and the things which we want to have in order to show society, how much of the second list would we be willing to give in or give up or to spend to have the things of the first list? How much money would we like to spend or give in so that we can be part of kindness and compassion? How much of our glamour parties will we be ready to give up or give in or even change a texture so that we know about love and kindness? How much of our so-called power which we have are we willing to use in some way in order to get to know more about God and consciousness? Though this idea may seem to you a little disconnected in the beginning, but I urge you to think about what I am saying. You see, for the second list, for the list of money and power and glamour and fame and recognition, there is one thing which we have to give, and that is time. We only have a limited amount of time every day, 24 hours. We only have a limited amount of days in a week, weeks in a month, years, and we therefore have a limited amount of time for our whole life. And all these things of the second list, money, power, glamour, they cost us time, right? So when we have these things, we have spent a certain amount of time to get them. And there is a common adage which says, how much has your money cost you? Now, if your money has cost you, let's say, working 14 or 15 hours a day, if your glamour has cost you being on a TV shoot 5 days a week, and so on, and you have completed that list or made a very good list of the second things. Now, if at the end of the day that does not get you love and kindness, that does not get you compassion and harmony, and that does not get you, in your own feeling, it does not get you nearer to God, then there is a very serious imbalance, isn't there? And therefore, I think it is very important for each one of us to try and understand that the second list, money and power and fame and glamour, is all right if it comes without expending too much time there, or without just building it up for nothing in the end. It must also translate into a balance with the first list. Because we all say that we want love and kindness and compassion and God. And then we must have a way of finding whether the things that we have spent our time on are actually getting us the things we really want. I will leave you to meditate upon this. Join me again next Monday, and I will be back with yet another Shiva wisdom for you. Om Namah Shivaya.